Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be going through some of the big reveals for Warhammer 40k from today's Warhammer Fest Online. Warhammer Fest 2022 Online kicked off today in great style. I've got to say, really impressed with all the models they showed, or most of them anyway. So let's get started taking a look at all the new products revealed today. Let's get started with the Chaos Space Marines. If you're a fan of Chaos Space Marines, then you're in for a treat, because there's some fantastic models here to go alongside that new codex that was revealed earlier in the week. And this has to be one of my favourite videos that they've shown during one of these online previews. The music's great, it's perfect alongside the photos of these amazing models. Some of these look brilliant. So let's get started having a closer look at each of the models revealed today for the Chaos Space Marines. First up, we've got the new Possessed models, and it tells us that these are going to be the same size as the Space Marines in Gravis armour. I've never been drawn to playing Chaos in 40k, love it for Age of Sigmar, but after seeing these, I think these would be fantastic to build and collect, and to paint, they'll just be awesome. Wait till you see the other models in a second, because some of those are just going to be wild to paint. These Possessed have got some great features, the flames we just saw, and in the bottom right of this image you can see that chunky foot with the claws on top of a Space Marine. Just looks awesome. We've also got some new Cultists, and this is going to be a brand new box of those. Now they look quite similar to the old ones, but still different enough to warrant a new box, that's for sure. And if you want to play a big mob of them, then it's going to be really good to have that variety and so many different models in there to choose from as well. So yeah, really nice, great to add some more Cultists to the mix. Next, we've got some Accursed Cultists, and these are going to be giving you a nice variety of misshapen mutants to add to your collection. And so, yeah, these are getting better now. These are the ones that are really standing out to me. This one looks crazy, and this guy here with these tentacles with the eyes is just fantastic. I'd love to paint that. I think that would be really brilliant to have in an army. And this one, this is really good. So yeah, for me, the Accursed Cultists are really standing out from what we've seen so far, but we've still got more to go. This poor chap's got a tentacle coming out of the mouth there. That's not ideal, but let's have a look at the next set. Here we've got the Torments. Now I'm not sure which ones I like best, the Accursed Cultists or these, but these are going to be, again, really good to paint. Look at this one, some really fantastic details going on. There's all sorts here. So yeah, they've done a really great job of sculpting these, and I think having an army with all these new miniatures in would just look so good on the table. And I hope they do a good combat patrol set for this, including some of the new models. So we'll have to wait and see if that does happen. Next up, we've got a new HQ unit, and these are the Dark Commune. So they're going to lead your cultists into battle. So the mutations have calmed down a little bit now. There's still a few tentacles going on though, so don't worry. They're still included on some of these, but this is great. Look at that, really fantastic model. And so yeah, these are going to be really nice to add as a HQ unit if you want to go for a cultist heavy horde or army. This Dark Commune squad is going to be a nice mix of psychic. You're going to get that priest in there, and also the two blessed blades, which are going to be some pretty brutal close combat, I imagine, looking at them in the images here. So how cool is that? Some awesome miniatures, and I think if you're a fan of Chaos Space Marines, you've got to be happy with this. There's some great models in there, and especially if you like running cultists and you want some of those different mutants in there to spice things up, then yeah, you've got a lot to choose from there. As far as preview goes, I'd be pretty happy with all that, but there's still some more for Warhammer 40,000 to take a look at, so let's move on and look at the next model that was revealed. And this time, it's the first vehicle for the Leagues of Votann. We already saw that first miniature earlier on, but now it's time for the first vehicle, and it's going to be a trike. The last time we saw a squat on a trike was this guy from back in the 80s, so it's certainly an improvement on that model, but it's definitely lost some of that charm and quirkiness. Yeah, not sure about this one actually. I was getting really excited to see what was going to be released for the Leagues of Votann. I was hoping they wouldn't do bikes. It was pretty obvious they were going to from all the pictures we saw in the past that the trikes featured heavily in it. But yeah, what do you think about this one? Are you happy with this? Is this the direction you imagined the League of Votann to go in? I'm more excited about the Chaos Space Marines and all those cultists we saw than this model, which is a big surprise for me. I thought this would be the most exciting reveal. And so yeah, Just a little bit underwhelmed. It almost looks like this guy's going on holiday with all the things packed to his bike. Not sure about the coat or the face, but I think I'll just reserve judgment just to wait until we see a bit more of the models that they're going to release for this range, because some of the other vehicles might make up for this. It might look better when it's amongst other models, but it looks very different to the first League of Votan miniature we saw. I think it's the coat that's changing things up for me. Maybe if it wasn't the coat there and so many things on the bike, I might like it a little bit more. Now we're on to the mission pack Warzone Nephilim, the Grand Tournament, and this is the chapter approved for the new season. They told us that the biggest changes we can expect to see will be how the command points work, and it says that armies will start each game with around half as many points as before, so you'll have to be more cunning with how you use them, and it's far riskier to spend all of your CP on a devastating turn 1 combo. But you will gain extra CP with each battle round, so maybe that's going to be an improvement. What do you think about that? That's quite a big thing to change. I'd love to hear your opinion on that one. The biggest news on this, though, is that points updates will be free from this new season of Warhammer 40k. So you'll be able to get them in the Warhammer 40,000 app and on the Warhammer community website as well. So for me, I think that's good, because if you're not buying all these books for the different seasons, but you want to get the points updates, now you can get them for free, which is what you expect. You buy into a game, you spend all that money on the models and everything, and so yeah, you want to get those point updates for free. You shouldn't have to have those behind a paywall. So this is a good move. But if you still wanted to get the book, it's going to include secondary objectives for each army in the game, and it says that these have been rewritten and balanced against each other, and some are going to be harder to score, some are easier, and some are completely new. And there's some bespoke secondary objectives for armies whose codexes aren't yet, such as Chaos Demons and Astra Militarum, and I was hoping to see some news on that for the Astra Militarum in this preview, but we didn't, so that's a real shame. Looks like us Astra Militarum players are going to have to wait a little bit longer for the codex, but hopefully we get it before the Chaos Demons, so fingers crossed. Okay, now let's move on to the next news, and if you like to play the World Eaters, then this could be really great news, because they're going to be getting their own codex. And so you can expect to see some bespoke abilities, more lore, and new miniatures, so there could be a lot on the horizon for them. In fact, it does say that as well as the codex, there are going to be some updated Khorne Berserkers. So yeah, really good news for fans of the World Eaters. It says that this new codex is going to be a little way off, but in the meantime, you'll be able to play them alongside the Chaos Space Marines codex, the new one, and you'll be getting an Index Hereticus of updated rules in White Dwarf, and that's going to include datasheets for Khorne and the Berserkers, but you will use those with the Chaos Space Marines codex for now. Okay, we're still not done. We've got one more to look at, and it's the all-new Demon Prince for Warhammer 40,000. And here we've got another great video showing off what looks to be a fantastic model. So much detail going on. Look at those wings. So cool. That tail is awesome. Yeah, just so much to like about this. And I think this is the sort of thing that could get you playing Chaos for sure. They told us at the Warhammer Fest online that this is going to be a dual kit, so you'll be able to build the Demon Prince for Warhammer Age of Sigmar or for 40k. So they're going to come with a ton of accessories, you can imagine, and yeah, even down to the heads. There's so much choice here, so this is going to be a fantastic kit, and I'd really like to see the sprues for this one. Check out the head choices. I'm drawn to the top right. Which one do you like the best? Let me know down in the comments below. But having all these options is going to be great for this model, for kit bashing other models, and some really good spare parts. Actually, that top left one is pretty good as well. So yeah, there's going to be loads to choose from here. And when you have that crossover with Age of Sigmar, being able to build it for both versions of the game, I imagine there's just going to be a lot of spare pieces. So yeah. Does that add to the cost though? I guess we've got to wait and see on that. And also, how big is this going to be? I can't wait to see it alongside some other models to get a good idea of the size. But what a great way to finish up a preview, and I think this is one of my favourite reveals as far as Warhammer 40,000 goes. There's a great selection here, and really surprised me because, yeah, like I said, I haven't really been into the Chaos side of 40k, but this is the sort of thing that could drag me in and tempt me into doing an army, especially if they bring out a good combat patrol set for them. And finally, the Angels of Death animated series has got a prequel, and this is Origins, and you can watch this prequel trailer on the Warhammer community site right now. So there we go, that rounds up everything revealed at the Warhammer Fest 2022 online for Warhammer 40k, and what a great start to the week. Can't wait to see what we're going to get tomorrow, and also for the day after that when we see the Warcry reveal. So that's what I'm really excited about. Maybe it's a new edition. What do you think? Add your predictions down below, and what are you hoping to see this week overall? Also, let me know what your favourite thing from today was. I'd love to hear about it. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Please like if you like it. Subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.